Hey, what's going on, guys? Sorry for the delay. I had to help my daughter with some homework, so we are going live now. So welcome to my channel. This is Randy, aka Fragrance Dude. So thank you for joining. Let me get it all pulled up here on my phone so I can see what you guys are saying, and then we'll get going here in a second. Fragrance Dude. All right, there we go. All right, so what's going on, everyone? It is Sunday, 7:45. I know I normally start my streams around 7:30, but again, I had to help my daughter with some homework. And then my wife said that I couldn't do my live in the room today, so I was like, all right, whatever. And so I had to do a last minute stream up here in the man cave. So I have some new fragrances, as you guys know, that I picked up. And so I'm going to be going over those as well as doing the giveaway and all that good stuff. And then we'll see if we can get one or two people on here. If not, then we'll just do the normal stream. I've been trying to stay away from getting too many people on the channel. I think it's fun, but at the same time, I want to be able to interact with the chat a little bit more. Let me know in the chat what your scent of the day was. Today, I wore Prada L'HOMME Intense. It's a nice iris leather tonka, slightly powdery, sweet fall and winter fragrance. One of the best. If you can find it, definitely pick it up. I'm not a huge fan of the iris fragrances, but as they go, that is probably my favorite. Not only because most iris fragrances are harder to wear out, they're more personal enjoyment fragrances. But when it comes to this type of fragrance, where I call it classy casual, where you can wear it in business attire, suit and tie, or you can wear it out on a date. That's why I like this one more, is because it's an easy wear. What's up, Detroit sports fan? Top of the evening to you, sir. I was watching some World Cup earlier. I watched some NFL, watched the Steelers pull off a narrow win. And we have Arnold with the Naxos. It's a really cold day out again. So I got my heater up and running, though. So that's a good thing. But again, yeah, I have new fragrances that I pulled in this week. We have MANCERA's Tonka Cola. We have Initio's Side Effect. And we have the Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille 100 milliliter, which I'm keeping in the box because it is cold. I don't want them to really freeze or anything like that. I know it takes a while for oils to freeze, but it's pretty cold out right now. So, what's up, Newt? How you doing? What's your scent of the day today, Newt? And what was I going to say? Oh, Newt just sent me. Oh, I should have brought that up here. So for those of you guys who are just joining, the reason I'm back in my man cave again is because literally with 5 minutes before I was going to start my live, my wife said, oh, you can't do the live in here. I need to do something in the room, like wrap presents or whatever. And so I'm up here, and I forgot that Newt had sent me a decant of Tom Ford's Ebony Fume. So I do have that for the next live to review. If you haven't tried that, it's harder to get around for a lot of people. If you like amber fragrances, it's definitely one that you should try. But for me, the price isn't worth a pickup for it. I still like it, don't get me wrong, but the price isn't worth a pickup. So what's up, Sun Devil? I wish I could find. What's up, Carlos? What's your best Zaharoff? As of right now, my favorite Zaharoff is Signature Tobacco. It's a really nice tobacco fragrance that I was sent by one of my subscribers. I also have tried Royale X. Really like that. I do not like Signature Rose, just because I don't really like rose fragrances that much. They have a lot going on right now. I know Ross from TLTG is doing a collaboration, as is Justin and a couple other people. And I know Ross's is called, I can't even think about it. I've said it like 50 times. But hold on, let me look it up. Now I'm losing my mind. Evening Mystique. I didn't even have to look it up. I had to remember. But yeah, Ross is doing one called Evening Mystique with Zaharoff. But right now, Signature Tobacco is the one that I like the most. I was actually talking with George Zaharoff the other day, telling him how much I really enjoy that fragrance. And we were going back and forth. He's a really nice guy, actually. But yeah. So Newt's wearing a Harad I hope you're doing well as well, Sun Devil. I'm off tomorrow, which is nice because I've been working so much. So I'm gonna try. I got all my videos done for the week. All of the this week is going to be the World Cup of Fragrances, round 2. We have our matchups. Like we have the matchups on day 1 of Harad versus Tobacco Vanille. Then we have a few wild card matchups on Thursday or Wednesday. And so we have 4 days worth of matchups, which then you guys are going to go vote on them as soon as I post them. The voting will be open for a week, and then the top 8 will come out, and we'll do the top 8 round after that. I'm a fan of the World Cup, international soccer and stuff like that, so that's why I was doing it. If you guys start seeing like some posts on my shorts, so I post shorts every once in a while. To me, they're a bit redundant. I mean, it's pretty much just kind of like a cash grab, especially on like TikTok and stuff. But if you see me posting like shorts of sports or something like that, like once a week, it's more along the lines of just trying to garner attention to the channel without having to do it the wrong way. I know there's a guy named Chris, the CEO. He is a fragrance reviewer that went from 8,000 subscribers to 135,000 in the last 4 days. And people thought he was paying for subscribers. And honestly, to me, I thought he was too. But what he was doing was just taking a bunch of viral videos and reposting them to get a lot more traction. And while in February, whenever they start to monetize the shorts on YouTube, his channel is going to probably get marked. I want to do that like once a week with things that I've already posted on my TikTok a while ago, just to get a little bit more traction to my channel, but really nothing outside of. So just in case you see something like today, I posted Tyreek Hill getting beasted by a high school wide receiver. So just in case you see that, it's just stuff that I'm interested in that I'm posting for you guys that I think is either funny or cool. But most of the time it's just going to be fragrances. So yeah. What's up, Uncle Iro and Trap Jesus? Hey, Trap Jesus, I sent you an email because you won the giveaway, and then I didn't get an email from you, and then I went to my community tab, and whenever I went to my community tab, I went and said, hey, I didn't get an email from anybody. Trap Jesus, you have 48 hours or 24 hours to comment on the community tab that you're still wanting to do the giveaway, and you never commented or anything. And I actually waited 4 days. So I ended up having to give it to somebody else. And then I went and saw that your email was, and that you actually weren't even subscribed to my channel at the time. And so I went to your, the spam email, and your thing came through as spam. So unfortunately, I had to give that away to the next winner, the next person who said it. I don't remember who that was. I haven't even packed it up yet. But just an FYI, if you want to win my giveaways, you have to be a subscriber to the channel for at least a month. You have to at least comment it at least one time on the channel. And you have to make sure that your subscribers are active so I can make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. And then make sure that there's nothing wrong with your email because it came through again as spam. Yeah, I just figured I'd let you guys know that. But anyway, what's up, Seb? Scent of the day was Kobe by Zerjoff. That's actually one that I've heard of and I wanted to try, but I haven't got my nose on it. Off on 9 p.m. because Off on 9 p.m. is actually a really nice clone of Jean-Paul Gaultier's Ultramall. It's a little bit lighter and brighter than Ultramall, while Ultramall is a little bit heavier, but it's actually quite a nice fragrance, especially for the price. I think you can get it for like $25 or $30. Wearing Royal Tobacco Homage tonight. Nice. I am going to be telling you guys what I get from Initio Side Effect, which I've had that in my collection for a while. And then if you guys didn't check out, I did a review of the soon-to-be released in the United States, probably in a month or so, MANCERA's Tonka Cola, which is right here. So this was a bit of a disappointment to me. Let me get through the chat before I start telling you guys anything. What's up, Tony? Who's your prediction to win it all? France. No, I am not with France, actually. I'm actually hoping that Messi wins it all. My original prediction didn't even make the top 16, Belgium. I thought Belgium was going to win it all, but I guess they had some personal issues going on between the first and second games. I guess Kevin De Bruyne was getting in either a fist fight or a fight with, what's his name? Eden Hazard or Eden Hazard. And that's why they sat Hazard for the most of the last game. But yeah, they should have made it through. But anyway, my pick to win is probably Brazil or France, but not Brazil, Argentina or France. But yeah, how wearable is Royal Tobacco? Oh, Tony, can you answer that? Because I haven't tried it. I did respond, but I don't know what happened. But everything is good. Yeah, Trap. There's if you go to that post is still there. There is no comment from you on the post from the time frame that I'm talking about. The 4 days after I posted it, there was nothing on there. And I can take a picture and show that your thing is in my spam. But again, yeah, any of my giveaways to keep away any, we want to have a good community here. And so I'm doing giveaways every single Sunday for the last 7 months. So if you do want to be part of the giveaway and winning of the giveaway, you do have to be, unfortunately, subscribed to my channel for at least a month and comment at least one time on my videos. That's more just to get the people who have been here a long time the chance to win. And so if you stay here for a month, then you have every Sunday after that to try to win. Let's see. Somebody disrespected the waffles in Belgium. Yeah, dude. Hamzat sent to me something, or Mo said something to me about Eden Hazard and how they were going to be really good. And I said, bro literally was one of the best players in the world when he was at Chelsea. And then Christian Pulisic got traded to them, took his spot, and he went to Real Madrid. And I said, their catering just must have been so good in Madrid because that guy just blew up like a blueberry. But I mean, he's back down to normal now, but it's like too late. His prime years are behind him. Someone disrespected the. Oh yeah, I already said that. Sorry. Other than Bleu de Chanel, what's another good blue fragrance? There's a lot of other good blue fragrance, but if you're looking just for a straight up blue, like something specific like Bleu de Chanel, I would say Polo Blue Parfum was a good release this year. There's also a kind of a blue, which is the YSL line. I personally like YSL Live, and the Eau de Parfum is one that's really good. Then you have like a daytime, spring and summer one like Aqua Atlantique, or the more fall and winter type blue fragrances like Versace Dylan Blue, which is very cost effective. There's a lot of blue fragrances out there that I could literally give you a list. But if you're looking just for a straight blue, Polo Blue Parfum was a really good release this year. But yeah. Hey, Randy, wanted to let you know I got most wanted Eau de Parfum Intense for the winter. Didn't get any compliments, but got 3 male coworkers who kept walking past close to me. That's funny. So most wanted Eau de Parfum Intense. The Parfum works better in winter, but the Eau de Parfum Intense is my favorite. It's a compliment puller, but I don't really believe in like compliments. Like I don't walk down the street and yeah, I mean, my wife will say, "Hey, you smell good." But for the most part, women aren't just going to walk up to you and say, "Hey, you smell good," unless you're at a club or something and they're drunk. For the most part, people aren't just going to walk up to you and say, "Hey, you smell great," unless you guys have like a really close personal relationship. So I don't really worry about compliments, but yeah, that one's going to definitely do it for you. You just have to wait. You'll definitely get somebody noticing you. The last World Cup I watched, Tony Meola was the. There's I watch international soccer on a normal basis anyway. So for me, I watch a lot of sports. I watch basketball, I watch baseball, I watch hockey and football primarily, but then I watch international soccer, aka football. I usually watch like the Premier League and then Ronaldo and stuff like that. But for the most part, yeah, I know a lot of people aren't really into soccer that much. So anyway, let's talk about MANCERA TONKA Cola. So if you guys missed my video this week, I'm not going to beat around the bush with it. Everybody was excited about this fragrance on my channel, on other channels, reviewers, subscribers, everything. Tonka Cola was supposed to be this new age change with Mancera, where they were going to provide a fall and winter, at least this is what we were expecting from the name and stuff like that. It was going to be like a fun, playful fall and winter fragrance that is sweet, all that stuff. It's not that. So whenever it opens up, it opens a lot. Like there's an undertone of something. If you've tried it, Roja Enigma or Creation E, there's an undertone of that. But for the most part, when you first spray it on, you get a Coca-Cola vibe. And then it has this lemon herbal tinge to it. So there's a little bit of lemon, a little bit of an herbalness, and then that Coca-Cola vibe with the Enigma underneath. And then as you work your way about 20 minutes into the fragrance, the Coca-Cola, the lemon, all of that completely go away. And while the opening is quite nice, there's like a little bit of a medicinal value to it, which I'm not quite sure if I love. But anyway, as soon as you get to the dry down, it turns almost indirectly into L'HOMME EDP Eau de Parfum. If you took the cherry, dialed it down a bit, took out the almond, and then that Coke is gone. The cola vibe is gone, but you have like a little bit of a fizziness. So it's like a L'HOMME EDP Eau de Parfum with a little bit less cherry, some fizziness, and no almond. And honestly, it's more of a classy fall and winter wedding type fragrance, suit and tie. It's a very hard to wear fragrance in situations. So it's a very situational fragrance. And I compare the situation to something like Parfums de Marly Pegasus. So if you don't like Pegasus, or the fact that it can't be worn in a lot of situations, or you're not a huge fan of L'HOMME EDP Eau de Parfum, which I know people either love it or hate it, or somewhere in the middle like me, there's a couple people. But if you don't like those type of fragrances, MANCERA TONKA Cola is definitely going to be a letdown. And it's very unfortunate because I was really looking forward to that, to the point where I bought a decant from Germany. So yeah. Then, if you guys haven't seen my community tab, Joma Shop is running a sale. I think it's still going on right now. And they actually bumped down the 1.7 ounce, even $30 more. So with this Tobacco Vanille, the longevity, sorry. For people who didn't see my video, the performance with MANCERA TONKA Cola is actually quite terrible. I said in my video, I think it just needs time to mature since they just released it. I'm going to let it sit for a few weeks and see if that's it. But on my skin, and I talked to 2 other reviewers that did get it as well, and they said that they get the same as me. It's about an hour of above average projection, and then all of a sudden it's gone. It's not there anymore, and it's really despicable. But that does happen with a lot of Manceras, so I'm going to keep you guys posted in about a week or 2, let you know what's going on. But anyway, Tobacco Vanille, if you guys saw my community post, Tobacco Vanille right now is 1.7 ounce for $169. If it hasn't sold out yet, I don't know. I haven't checked it since I posted it yesterday. And then the 100 milliliter, which is what I got, and Arnold and a couple other people got, is I know Newt got it as well, I believe. It's $234, and it's $500 retail. That's the lowest price you're ever going to see it for. And you need to definitely, if you are interested in Tobacco Vanille, do Afterpay or PayPal Pay in 4 if you can't afford it right out. Ask for it for Christmas or something, because for $169 for Tobacco Vanille, it's absolutely unreal for the 1.7 ounce. You can find that price sometimes on eBay, hit or miss. But for the 100 milliliter to be that price, it's absolutely ridiculous. So anyway, did anybody go to or go online for Scent Explorer? I am not huge into that type of stuff. I didn't even know really existed until last year. But did anybody go and check any of that? Because Scent Explorer, I heard, was like really good this year. But I don't know much about it. What's up, Nigel? Hope I didn't miss. No, you didn't miss too much, Hanson. I was just kind of just talking. Thanks again for the Venba recommendation. Fast shipping, no hassle. So if you guys don't know, Venba Fragrance contacted me, and I'm not they're not something that I'm like pitching for them or anything like that. As you guys know, I'm not going to be like Chaos and post every deal that's out there, even if it's not one that's like feasible for the price. And I know there's a better price out there. But Venba Fragrance sells high quality niche MFK, PDM, Creeds, Tom Fords at really reasonable prices whenever it comes to their sales. And there's a big sale coming up soon. I don't know when. It's going to be in the next couple weeks. So let's just say the last sale they had, every Parfums de Marly was less expensive than it is on Aura Fragrance. They had Creed Millesime Imperial for $165 or $175. So yeah, they gave me a link. My link will be in every one of my descriptions, and then I'll also post any sales that come up. They also had Tobacco Vanille 1.7 ounce that's sold out now, but it was $148. So just keep an eye on my community tab. Venba Fragrance is, if you're looking for a niche, probably the best place to get a good price for sure. What's up, Bombs? How you doing, bud? I was actually just talking about you. I actually wrapped up your cherry smoke today, Hamzat, but I've been shopping a lot, so I'm not going to USPS until Friday. Yeah, that's the link for Venba. Thank you, Hamzat. Today I got Polar Red Rush. Did I miss anybody? No. Today I got Polar Red Rush Eau de Toilette, Polar Red Eau de Toilette, Polar Red Extreme Parfum. Jimmy, so I have the Polar Red Eau de Toilette. It's always a nice fragrance. To me, it's one that's easy, fall and winter, random pull. It's really good. Then there's the Polar Red Eau de Parfum, which I kind of think is redundant, to be honest with you. I think if you have the Eau de Toilette, you don't need it. Then they have Rush, which I have not tried. I haven't seen it anywhere. It was never in any of my stores when I was looking. And then Polar Red Extreme, I do have. And then I have a decant of Polar Red Intense, which Extreme is my favorite. It's like the coffee version of Polar Red Intense, or Polar Red Eau de Toilette with coffee, and it lasts about 2 or 3 hours longer. So I actually really like that fragrance. But let me know what Rush smells like, because I have never smelled that. After picking up Millesime Imperial, I smelled Virgin Island water yesterday at Nordstrom. And yeah, Virgin Island water, to me, Detroit sports fan, is a higher class, better blended, higher quality version of Tommy Bahama Set Sail St. Bart's that lasts longer. To me, so if you like Tommy Bahama Set Sail St. Bart's and you want to get a better quality version of it, Creed makes Virgin Island water, which is actually, you can find it for a really good price. But yeah, that's actually a really good fragrance. I just picked up 120 mil. Where'd you pick it up from, Steve? Oh, Cherry Smoke. Where do I get Cherry Smoke? Cherry Smoke, right now you get it on eBay. Let me see if it's released yet. It was supposed to be released on December 3rd. So hold on. Tom Ford Cherry Smoke. Tom Ford's Cherry Smoke has not been released yet in the United States. It is released in Europe. If you want to buy it from Wild Kiss, WILD, and then Kiss on eBay. They are a person that I've bought for many times before, and you can get it from them. They sell it usually around retail. So unless you want to buy it at full retail, I would just wait until you can get it like on a Nordstrom sale. It's supposed to be out before Christmas. Where did you get the Millesime Imperial from, Steve? Best spot to get Creed Virgin Island water. Newt, I would hold off on it, at least for now, because Virgin Island water is more of a spring and summer fragrance unless you live in a warm area. I forget where you live. But I would wait because Venba and a couple other places get it more on sale whenever the new year comes around. So I would wait till you can get it on sale there, unless, again, you live in a hot area. But if you want me to find it for you, let me find it for you after, and then I'll text you. Just let me know in the chat if you want me to find it now or if you're willing to wait until the new year. Venba has it for $239 right now, but do not buy it right now on Venba because they're going to have a sale on it on Venba very, 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 very soon. So if you want to save some money, again, I have a link, but I wouldn't recommend. You can get it for $239, but you can do Venba 10 is their code right now, which is $20 off, which would put it at $219. I think they might have a better sale coming up than that, but $219 is still a pretty decent price. Michigan, yeah, you're in the same area as me. Fuck, I should have known. I mean, you have a Michigan State logo. I mean, what the hell am I even talking about? This heater is doing jack shit right now. It's supposed to be like a construction site heater, and it's not doing it. It feels good on my hand, though. My hand's really cold. So, anyway, what is anybody else's scent of the day? I know people just joined. Let me know what your scents of the day are. With that said, I just been having a pretty shitty week, to be honest with you. The USA lost in the World Cup. I went and bought a few fragrances, paid about $1,400 in Christmas presents. Outside of that, it's been 60 hours of work and talking with some of my homies on the phone till like 1 a.m. about the World Cup and fragrances. Outside of that, that's pretty much been my life lately. Thameen carved oud. How do you carve oud? I mean, I know it's wood, but that's such a weird name. What does it smell like? Steve. So Venba and Aura are actually really good sites. Aura I've bought from. Hamzat has been using them for Hamzat, if you guys don't know, is Kill a Kamikaze. Anyway, he has been buying them for years. I used to have issues with Aura 3 or 4 years back, but apparently they've turned a corner. I've been buying from them a lot lately. My Harad is from them. My Percival, or not my Percival, something else is from them. I can't remember. And then Venba has the best niche sales when they actually do sales. So Aura is the best price just in general because they don't really do sales. Their site is a sale. So you can get Harad for like 170 or 160. But whenever Venba does their sales, they bring it down to like 150, 155. So to me, both of them are absolutely amazing sites, and you wouldn't go wrong with either one. The guy who owns Venba, literally one of the nicest guys I've talked to. Thameen carved oud. It's like Tom Ford's oud wood, but with beast mode performance. See, I wouldn't like that because Tom Ford's oud wood, to me, it grew on me a bit, but I could never say it was even a like for me. I get PDM testers for 150 a pop. Yeah, I mean, but you get the full. On Aura, you get a tester for 145, but you get the full presentation for 155, 160, and that's for Harad. I mean, if you're talking about like Sedley or Percival, you get them for like 125. It's 125, 130. So that price, you really can't beat Aura's prices. There's no sites that can beat them. Haltane 150, Ojan 150, and I throw out the boxes. See, I got Ojan for 150 as well. Yeah, Harad is 159.99 on Aura. I was saying that on Venba, it's 150 to 155 when you go on sale. I said on Aura, it's around 150, 160. I didn't know the full price. But, oh wait, I got my Harad from eDiscount Perfumes. But they're pretty much the same. The best prices you're going to find for any niche fragrance are going to be on eDiscount Perfumes, Aura, or Venba. There's not going to be any other site that's going to have a niche fragrance for a better price unless you find like a fragrance buy sale that they do one of their weird sales for Xerjoff Naxos or something like that. But even then, their like crazy Black Friday sale for Xerjoff Naxos is the exact same price that you would get it on Aura on a Wednesday. Just that's pretty much how Aura works. That's good to know because 130 to 150 for PDM is awesome. Yeah, and then Joma Shop does Parfums de Marly sales, usually 3 times a year. And like I know Percival was $99. They do some crazy sales. I post them on my community tab when they're up there. Did I miss anybody? Hold on. I think I did. What are some must tries, not buys, but tries? Um, oh, I did miss a shit ton. Sorry. Somebody must have deleted their thing. Oh, wait, no, I didn't miss that much. Hanson's wearing Royal Oud. Okay, what are some must buys and not must buys, but tries? I think you should try whenever it comes out. MANCERA TONKA. Honestly, any niche is going to be a must buy or a must try. You just need to try it just so you can get the experience of that niche. And then about 95% of the niche fragrances you're going to try are not going to be must buys. To me, to buy a niche, I have to love it. I'm not spending $250 to $300 on a fragrance unless I absolutely love it. So you can take 90% of the Tom Ford private blend, throw it out the window for me, but I still want to try them. You can take 90% of pretty much any line out there, Creeds, whatever, throw the Mason Francis Kirkjohn, throw them out the window because I don't want to try them. The only ones that are pretty much going to be more 90% are going to be pickups are usually like Rojas and Parfums de Marlys and stuff like that. You have to love, love, love a fragrance in order to spend 150 or more, in my opinion. $150 is usually my breaking point to where I'm going to need to love this fragrance or I'm not buying it. I have probably, and I think I've told you guys, and I'm giving a lot of them away to you, my decants. I have about 500 or 450 left that I just have decants of niche just piling up my butt. And I own maybe 5 of the bottles of any of those because none of them really wow me. I'm on the fence about some of them. I've tried Parfums de Marly Cologne, and I've tried Parfums de Marly Hobdon and stuff like that. And while I might like Hobdon, to me, it's not a full bottle. While I don't like Cologne at all, I still wanted to try it. So that's my answer to that question. I also got a decant from Germany of Tonka Cola. Yeah, I expected it to be better. The lemon is really strong in it. The lemon in the opening, Bink. Do you get the lemon and then that medicinal? I told Hamzat, it reminds me of like a medicinal, almost like a Dayquil mixed with lemon and Coca-Cola. And then it dries down to that L'HOMME EDP Eau de Parfum and the fragrance completely changes. Do you get that herbal quality that's like an herbal medicinal lemon? Because the lemon, yeah, it is strong in the opening, but still. That's good to know because 130 to 150 PDM is awesome. Yes, very good. Anything less than 100 milliliter bottle. You were the one who said that the other day. Yeah, I do not like having under 100 milliliter bottles if I can. So I did that tips and tricks video where I said like all the different concentrations and size of bottles. So you have the bottle sizes that are 1.7, 3.4, 6.8. I usually like to stay in 3.4 range. I don't like having the smaller bottles if I can do anything about it. If it's a discontinued fragrance, I honestly don't care. But with that said, there's the ones that have the 2.5, 4.2 ounce that sometimes I get the 2.5 because the bottles are usually big enough to not look weird in the collection. So yeah. What is the best price you get on Initio? I don't own a single Initio, so I don't know. Again, those are the 3 sites that you're going to end up finding them. I don't know if Aura has Initio. I have, again, I have 6 different Initio fragrances in decants. I've had Side Effect here, but the thing is that none of them have really made me go. This one does. Initio Side Effect. See, but the thing is that while it smells good, I have fragrances in my collection already that smell like it. So I don't see the need to spend $250 to buy it. Side effect, I think that is going to be a pickup, though. It's sweet. Fall and winter for sure. Slightly powdery. I think that's yeah. It reminds me a bit of like a mix of a few different fragrances, niche fragrances. It's a my wife doesn't like side effect. My wife is very weird with fragrances though. She likes like her favorite fragrances are Azaro, Wanted by Night, and Boss Bottled. Um, you're not going to change her mind on that. She's very particular in her tastes. I don't know, but the side effect is definitely a pickup for me. I just need to wait. It's not like an immediate pickup. It's one of those like I'll wait and buy it whenever I can find it. Like I got the Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille on sale. I was doing my video for the World Cup of Fragrances for the Tobacco Vanille versus Parfums de Marly Harad that comes out on Tuesday. And I can tell you, I thought that my answer would easily be Tobacco Vanille was my favorite. But when I was smelling them next to each other, I actually think I like Harad better. I'm not 100% sure on that. So Tobacco Vanille is a bit sweeter, but in the opening, it's a lot more of like a dry pipe tobacco. It's more of a realistic tobacco than what you get in Harad. Harad almost has this like moist tobacco, cinnamon, and then it turns into this like creamy, spicy, slightly sweet. But in the dry down of the Tobacco Vanille, it's a lot sweeter. I love both of them, but I think that if I had to give the edge to one of them, it would probably be Harad. And when I was smelling them right next to each other, I was just like, yeah, I think Harad might be my favorite of the two. What about you guys? Have you tried both Tobacco Vanille and Harad, and which one is your favorite? There's two different niche brands that I really want to try. Like, I want to get the line, or at least like 5 to 10 fragrances of each, and I want to try them. And that's Initio, and that is Initio and Amouage. Because Initio, I have Side Effect, I have a couple other ones, but I don't have a whole crap ton of them, and I want to try them all side by side. And then Amouage, I have zero. I've tried one Amouage, but yeah. I do like Harad slightly better than Tobacco Vanille. That's just me, yeah. Newt, I'm leaning Harad, yeah. Hey, Rainy, never smelled Tobacco Vanille, but Harad is well. Eddie, I'm gonna get you some Tobacco Vanille then. Yeah, I mean, I owe you anyway. I just need to. I already have 2 different packages going out this Friday. So when I get when I go to drop them off, I'll pick up some more bubble mailers, and I'll send you Tobacco Vanille because you've sent me enough. I need to send you something, so I'll send you a decan of Tobacco Vanille so you can try it. But I also have that email from you, Eddie, so I haven't got back to you to that. Sorry I didn't get back to you on that, Eddie. I've been so fucking busy. If I didn't get back to anybody, or if I've been missing some comments lately, it'll change in the new year. I'm all over the place lately. And it's not like my life's in shambles or anything. It's just for those of you who really do work a lot, 60, 70 hours a week, which I know that sounds impossible, but when you work from home and you wake up at 8 in the morning and you're on the computer, and then you're on the computer until exactly midnight every single night, then it's pretty hard to get your brain off of that and into something else. And so not only that, I have to help my daughter with work, schoolwork. I have to make sure I'm driving her to practice. I'm making sure I'm picking her up from things, taking my dog for a walk, getting my dog to eat, paying attention to my wife, still getting up and going running, making sure I'm still eating healthy, making sure that I'm paying attention, making my videos, making my shorts, doing my TikToks, making my Instagram posts, then also doing my live streams on Sundays, making sure that it all seems like legit and not just like half-assed. And it's just a pain in the ass lately, to be honest with you. Not this. Honestly, the work is the pain in the ass. I love talking about fragrances. I wish I could do this for 70 hours a week and then just work for an hour and a half on Sundays. If I could do that, that'd be awesome. I am a pharmacist for UPMC for clinical review, pharmacy specialist for UPMC of Pittsburgh, which pretty much I just take orders for prescriptions for chemotherapy, and I approve them based on the diagnosis and the medical need for it. It's not an exciting job. I could have a different, more exciting version of that, but I don't want to because I get to work from home. And the only time that my job really requires me to do this type of work is November and December and January. After that, it's a breeze. Practice? Talk about practice. Oh, I don't feel like I owe you anything, Eddie. I know that you were sending that out of the kindness of your heart, but at the same time, I like to exchange. And so if you haven't tried something and I have it and you sent me stuff, I don't feel the need to, I feel the want to. So I'm sending it to you because I want you to try it. Ask Hamzat, ask anybody. There's probably about 10 or 15 people in this chat that I've sent something to just because they wanted to try it. Classic AI. Are we talking about Allen Iverson? I got 2 jobs, bro, and how you feel? Yeah, it seems like a lot between like the 15 or 18 people in here. We probably have 155 jobs because not only do I have this job, but then I also do like the Instacart, and then I also have the job of being a fragrance reviewer, which I don't really consider being a job. But yeah, again, if you guys missed the beginning of this live stream, there's a kid named Chris, the CEO. He's a fragrance reviewer, and I started my channel against people who pay for subscriptions. And so I had like 10 people ask me, hey, did you see that Chris guy who was claiming that he was the first one to review Most Wanted Parfum, even though you were the one who showed him where to buy it and you were the first reviewer? And I was like, yeah, why? And he goes, because he went from 8,000 subscriptions or subscribers to 135,000 in like 4 days. And so then they said because he bought subs. And so I went to his channel and I said, bro, come on. And then it turns out that, I mean, the way he went about it was he just went to TikTok, got all the viral videos on there, copied them and pasted them onto shorts on YouTube. And while that will be taken down in February when they monetize ads, it's a smart idea because he said that he lives in a really like not a great area. And so he's just trying to get out of there and buy his mom a car or whatever. And so, I mean, more power to him. I'm never going to do that, but just in case you see, I think it's still a good idea if you're trying to gain subscribers like that. I don't fault him for doing that. I mean, you know how many people on TikTok repost shit? But anyway, I'm going to be taking about once a week one of my viral videos from my old TikTok and reposting them on this channel just to get a couple extra people onto my channel. Figured, hey, why not? The more people that I get to my channel, the more companies want to send me fragrances to review for you guys, I guess. That was well-known Iverson quote. Yeah, that's what I thought. I knew Larry Brown, but I forgot it was about Iverson. I honestly thought that was football. I just wasn't thinking about it. But anyway, so again, this week we have the World Cup of Fragrances. What do you guys even think about the fragrances? Are like, is there anything that you want to come out that, since there's nothing coming out, like I want a Polar Red Parfum. I want what else do I want? I don't want a Chanel elixir. I want a new Chanel line. I know Mason Francis Kirkjohn just went to Dior and they're working on something new. So They should have something coming out probably in the new year. We have 3 new Tom Fords. Only one is really worth picking up, which is Cherry Smoke. The other 2 are Fougère d'Argent and Soleil des Feux, and both of them, from what I hear, are not very good. Yeah, Eddie, I said it's because they call it Bleu de Chanel. They should call it Roja de Chanel, Red de Chanel. Since it's blue and they say it in that weird way, it should be Roja de Chanel. But yeah, Polo Red Parfum or Polo Black Parfum, because Polo Black's good, just lasts like 10 seconds, so it's not worth it. I think Armani needs to come out with something new instead of just continuously releasing other things. I would love to see a YSL elixir, because from the Eau de Toilette to the Eau de Parfum, it was the only real similarity between 2 fragrances. And then when you got to the Le Parfum, it changed. And you have the Live, which is kind of like Invictus mixed with Y. I would like to see an elixir because I think they would do a good job with it. Mike said H24 Parfum. I know a lot of you guys will be with me in saying that sounds gross, but a lot of you guys will also be against me, because I know my subscribers are 50-50 when it comes to H24s. You either hate them or you love them. For me, H24 EDT was terrible. H24 EDP was surprisingly good, but in a way that I'd still not pick up a bottle because it's just not my style. I can see why people would buy it. But maybe H24 Parfum will take me up one more level and love it. Just able to join the chat. Clinton, welcome to the chat. Welcome to Moe's. Versace does need something new. Maybe they'll come out with Versace Eros Elixir, and then I will have a meltdown and close down my channel, because Versace Eros needs to go. They need to just narrow it down to 2 fragrances, which, you know what the funny thing is that the only one that they discontinued was the only one that was not the Eros. It was Eros Flame. And I actually, it's the only one that I own is Eros Flame. But Clinton, were you saying that you were not able to join the chat previously? Because I don't have subscriber mode on. I don't really care about subscriber mode. You know, what's funny is that whenever I posted the video for this, the thumbnail, I mean, for this live, the only person to comment on it to say, hey, I'm going to show up, was Mike from I Smell. And then he was the only one who didn't show up of the people that usually show up. It's pretty funny. All right. So they got rid of Versace Man as well. Versace Mano Fraiche. Is that why I'm seeing it at, are you talking about the Versace Mano Fraiche? Because I've never tried. If there's an original Versace Man, I have never tried that. But Versace Mano Fraiche, if they got rid of that, that's kind of sad. What is a good starter from the Xerjoff line to get into? Xerjoff Naxos. Xerjoff Naxos is the easiest one to get into, because if you like tobacco, honey, amber, then that's what it is. It's pretty much Amen Pure Havana, but a lot more high quality, better blended. Xerjoff Naxos is probably the easiest one to get into. I never tried Versace Man. That's funny. I've never seen it. I've never seen it at a Macy's or I mean, in fairness, up until 3 or 4 years ago, I was just kind of just buying what I saw. And Versace Man, I have never, ever, ever seen. That's so funny. What's up, Paragon? How you doing? Yeah, H24 Parfum, I think, is a real possibility for sure. The next one that I actually, now that I think about it, the one that I'm hoping for the most outside of Polo Red Parfum, I want a Polo Red Parfum. I mean, kill me. I love Polo Red. The idea of having a parfum. But with that said, I think that the best possibility for a release next year would be Coach Open Road Eau de Parfum, because Coach Open Road is surprisingly really good. It's just the performance is super, super lackluster. And so if Coach Open Road just gets that Eau de Parfum out there, keeps the DNA in there, maybe tweaks it just a slight bit, you're going to have a really good fragrance on your hands, Coach. And you're going to put yourselves on the map if you get an Eau de Parfum out there of the Coach Open Road. Because you got the bottle style with the look of it. Looks really nice, classy. Doesn't look cheap like your older ones. Like the other ones, like Coach Platinum, Coach for Men. Those are kind of cheap, tacky looking bottles. The new ones look slim and sleek, and I actually hope they come out with an Eau de Parfum. Yeah, Polar Red Parfum, I think, would be an insta buy for almost anybody on my channel. Versace Man, someone smells like Oud Noir. Oh, I might have to try that. I just don't know how I don't know what that is. I mean, as a fragrance reviewer, you would think I would know what a Versace Man was, and I guess I already knew what it was because Man Eau Fraiche, I do understand that's a flanker because an Eau Fraiche is not the way to start a line. So I did know that. It's just at the same time, I've never seen it. I can't remember seeing Versace. I mean, I'm online every day looking for you guys for sales and stuff. And while I don't post most of them because most of them aren't good buys, I've never seen Versace Man online anywhere. I've never seen it in a store anywhere. It's just weird. Oud Noir is discontinued or getting there. Yep, I did know that as well. It's on the chopping block, kind of like Spice Bomb Extreme and Spice Bomb Infrared. Oh, Spice Bomb needs to go. Spice Bomb Infrared Parfum, or Spice Bomb Spice Bomb Infrared Parfum. We definitely need a new Spice Bomb. We're definitely going to be getting a new Wanted next year because they have now released a Wanted every single year for the last 5 years. So we're definitely going to get a Wanted next year from Azzaro, which I'm always excited about. I just don't know where they're going to go with it because you can't really do another Most Wanted, or can they? Can they do like a Most Wanted elixir? I just don't know. You know what's funny is that back in March, I was scrolling through FragranceNet and I typed in Spice Bomb. And just for a second, it popped up and it didn't have a picture. It said Spice Bomb Summer. And then it said coming soon. And then it deleted. And then I was like, I guess we're going to get a Spice Bomb Summer coming out. That would be really cool. But then I remembered that they had that Spice Bomb, whatever it was called, that sucked. That was their summer flanker. Victor and Rolf is also terrible at advertising their fragrances. They advertised Spice Bomb Infrared in LA on a beach. Like, and I heard that from Jeff from SoCal Sense. And I was like, they should be advertising it in Seven Springs or in Aspen on a snow-covered hill. And that's what it should be. Or like in a ski lodge or something. It's a cold weather fragrance. It smells like a freaking Christmas tree or like Big Red. They need definitely. I think Azzaro, Most Wanted by Night would be a fantastic mixture. Get Most Wanted, mix it with Wanted by Night, put it together, release it, Most Wanted by Night, and then you got a banger. I don't even care if it's a parfum. Just get me Most Wanted by Night, and that would be my favorite fragrance of 2023. Azzaro, Wanted Dead or Alive. Yeah, let's keep going with it. Azzaro on Wanted, Azzaro, Wanted Dead or Alive. They could do a lot with that. Versace Man is Spice Bomb Fraiche. Yeah, that's what it was. It was that silver looking bottle. Versace Man is discontinued. That's probably why you haven't seen it. Yeah, I haven't seen it at all. I'm actually not even that interested in it. I'm interested for the next light blue flanker. See, I would be interested in the next light blue flanker, but I'm like 98% sure it's gonna have grapefruit in it. They're like, hey, let's release a rindy grapefruit fragrance. Now let's release an even more rindy grapefruit fragrance. And now let's just let them get prepared for our 2023 release it's going to be an even more roundy grapefruit fragrance. I wouldn't be surprised with that. But if they did like a light blue intense, took that and made it like he said, like Nigel said, light blue elixir, and they went based on the light blue intense DNA, that would be fantastic. But I can tell you, I do not like the grapefruit ones. Forever, I can deal with. I have Forever, I can deal with it. Light blue, as you guys know, Italian Love, to me smells like a more rindy version of Forever mixed together with a hockey bag after 3 hours of playing. No, it's all the same. Only names will change. Wait, what are we talking about? See, are you? If you're talking about the Azaro Most Wanted and Most Wanted Parfum, I think they smell completely different. One is cardamom and toffee, and one is ginger and amberwood and bourbon and vanilla. And the opening, mind you, does have a little bit of a similarity, but after that, it's completely different. And I hate how people compare Most Wanted to Stronger With You. It doesn't smell anything like. If light blue gets puts grapefruit into it at all, I will lose it. Yeah, I'll lose it too. Sorry, I'm looking down. I have my phone sitting on the counter. It's charging. Polar Red Rush, the same as Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. What? Polar Red Rush is the same as Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. Can I get a second on that to confirm? Because Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme is in my top 3 fragrances. And so if you're saying Polar Red Rush smells like Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme, I'm going online and buying it right after I'm done this. He said, wanted dead or alive, Bon Jovi. Oh, yeah, I know. Oh. So, seriously, I have this heater down here. And I would think that I would be at least a little bit warm from it, but I'm not at all. Isn't Red Rush discontinued? I know Red Intense is discontinued. I know Red Extreme is discontinued. I think Red Rush is too, but they're all able to be picked up right now. You can still get Red Intense on eBay for like $60. Allure Homme Sport with Cranberry. I might actually have to pick that up then. I just caught Light Blue Forever before they just discontinued it and grabbed a 1.7 ounce bottle. Thankfully, wife loves grapefruit. Yeah, to me, it's just, I don't like rindy citrus. The only company that does rindy citrus well for me is either Hermes, which does it okay, and then Atelier. They do it really nicely in Atelier. They do that Orange Sanguine and Pacific Lime and Pomelo Paradis. Those are all 3. They have a little bit of a rindiness to it, and they do it very nicely. Although they smell a little bit more like candles or body lotions. Polar Red Rush, I just caught Polar Red Rush smells like it's a lighter version. I still need to try it. If it's something like that, I mean, there's a lot like that. There's Missoni Wave, which is more like the original Allure Homme Sport without the vanilla. A little bit more citrusy, a little bit lighter, a little bit fresher. Then you have Versace Pour Homme, which is again like the original. And then you have Chanel Edition Blanche, which is kind of like Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme if you mixed it with lemon. So it's interesting. I'm going to have to get that. I'm going to go buy it on eBay as soon as I'm done here. I'd like to see another Missoni as well. I have Missoni Parfum and I have Missoni Wave, even though I gave Missoni Wave to my brother. I'll probably have to buy another bottle just to review it again in the spring. But I gave it to my brother because it smells great. But why am I going to wear Missoni Wave whenever I'm already wearing Chanel Allure Homme Sport and I'm also wearing Versace Pour Homme, which to me, Missoni Wave is just the same and doesn't last as long. So to me, it's just, I just gave it to him. I gave my brother 3 fragrances so far, actually. I gave him Wanted by Night because I had 2 bottles of it. I gave him Missoni Wave and Armani Code Parfum. I remember thinking Red Rush, but I don't know, really close to Cashy or not. I don't think it has the Tonka. Well, to me, Cashy's more of the vanilla sandalwood. I don't really get that much Tonka from it. It's more of that vanilla, creamy sandalwood mixture. So if it's even in the same realm as something like that and has that fruity cranberry that the Polar Red Line's known for, I'd totally be cool with it. I would love it. So, does anybody get slightly Jean-Paul Gaultier Ultramol vibes in the dry down of Initio Side Effect? Because I definitely do. It's almost like it has a bit of the opening of Ultramol in the dry down of Initio Side Effect. Yeah, it's interesting. But anyway, so what did you guys do this weekend? Did you guys get all your holiday shopping done? Oh, and by the way, I know I say it every live stream, but I already saw it. My wife bought it. I have the Blue Yeti Pro microphone coming. Well, here, but it's going to be a Christmas gift, so you guys still have to wait and deal with my videos and live streams with a crappy mic. Even though it should sound okay, it rubs against my shirt. But it's a Blue Yeti Pro with a wind cover. So I'll be in the new year. So 2023, I'll have that. Worked. Oh, you had to work on a Sunday, Eddie. That stinks. Busy with college. What are you studying, Crimson? Great mic. The Blue Yeti Pro. Yeah. See, I was looking up wireless options, Paragon. There was this kind of like what the Fragrance Apprentice uses, George. That thing that he uses. I was looking up one of those, and that was like $350. And I was like, no, that's not good. I ain't doing that. Then they had this other wireless one clipped to your shirt. I told myself I'm not doing a clip on the shirt because I move around too much and it'll just make noise. So then I found a couple other ones that stuck to the side of your phone. And I was like, I want that podcast type sound. I want that. And so I went to about 10 or 15 live streams, whether it was TLTG or whatever. And Mike from iSmell had the Blue Yeti Pro. And the way that his mic sounds, it sounds like he's on a podcast, which I actually love the sound of a podcast. It sounds almost like you're in a movie theater type thing. And so that's the kind of mic I wanted. Eventually, I'm going to get the boom stick or boom arm as well. But for now, I'm just going to have it sitting on the counter. And I believe my wife got the teal one. So interesting. And it was only $88. The Blue Yeti Pro is normally $200, and it was $88 on Black Friday. Mall trip yesterday. Took some notes on fragrances from Nordstrom's and Macy's. You know what's funny, Detroit sports fan, is that I used to walk into Macy's with a notebook. I still do from time to time, but now that I'm more versed and I went to classes on different perfumeries and our notes and stuff like that. I've been to Miami, like I told you guys, and I've been to apothecaries and other places that had oud wood to sample and stuff like that. So now I don't really have to take notes, but I used to walk in there and I would smell it and I'd write down, okay, I pick out this from there. I can pick out this from there. And then I would go and I would buy on Amazon like a decant of like an oil cardamom or the oil sandalwood. And then I would get a fragrance that's known to have sandalwood in it, like Edition Blanche. And I would smell the sandalwood, and then I would smell Edition Blanche and say, oh, okay, I can pick that out. And then I would write that down in the notebook. Hey, I could pick that out. But it's interesting. I don't do that anymore. Probably because I'm just like so used to being able to pick out notes now. But yeah. Money, money, money. That's the good thing about working that much, Eddie. It might suck, but as soon as you get your paycheck, you're just like, thank God I did that. And then in a month, whenever those hours aren't available anymore, you're just like, I should have done it. We're in Dior Sauvage Elixir today. So somebody told me earlier that Sauvage Elixir is not a night out fragrance. I said, what the hell will you call it? It ain't a skull fragrance. It ain't a work fragrance. It's Dior pretty much made it to be the night out version of Sauvage. It's a date night out, clubbing, whatever it might be, whatever you're doing. You're wearing that shit at night. You're spraying it once or twice if you feel a little bit saucy, and you're going out at night. And I didn't even have to have a comment to come back at him for, because to me, it's just, what else would you call that fragrance? I'm waiting for Aura to restock Side Effect. It definitely is on my next purchase list. Well, Hamzat, I'm going to be checking on it. So if you find it, let me know. I'll probably buy it. They also apparently are getting it back on Venba as well. So I'll let you know if I get that on that list. I'm also, guys, now that I am have links for Venba, the owner of Venba has a list that he has a personal list of fragrances that he owns that are still in boxes that he will personally sell. But he has to do it via Cash App or Zelle. And they're like $40, $50, $60 off the real price of fragrances. So I keep checking my community tab. I think he had, let's say, Killer Kamikaze, Hamzat. I gave him the list, and he bought Grand Soir, MFK Grand Soir, for $165. So keep an eye on my community tab. I mean, he had a huge list last time, so next time he gets a list, I'll let you guys know. I have a notepad app on my phone, much easier. Yeah, I worked at AT&T as a manager for what, like 11 years. So you would think that I would be doing that too, Detroit sports fan. But honestly, sometimes I like to do the old-fashioned way with a pen and paper. They sound great. I produce a lot of podcasts for clients and use Shure MV7. I saw that as well. That was one I saw for those productions. Amazing sound. Blue Yetis are bangers. Yeah, I can't wait to get it, Paragon. I'm actually really excited to get it because I think it'll change up the game as far as the way that I stream, the way that my voice comes across to people. So yeah, I'm actually really excited to get that. But I need to come over and listen to your sound on yours to see what the MV7 sounds. Or do you use that on the channel? Tomorrow I'm wearing Polar Red Extreme layer with Polar Red EDT. Tomorrow I am wearing Most Wanted layered with Wanted by Night. I always do that on Mondays when it's cold outside. It's my Monday fragrance is a layering of Most Wanted and Wanted by Night. If you guys ever see my Sense of the Week posts, kind of just ignore them, because not the community post. I'm talking about on Shorts. I'm pretty much just posting them on there as a gag. Most of the time, it's not what I'm actually wearing. The ones that I'm actually wearing are going to be on my community tab. I usually make those videos like a week ahead of time and then forget that I actually made the videos. Been sampling Bohemian Lime. Have you tried it before? Yes. If you're talking about Bohemian Lime from Goldfield and Banks, they actually just had that on sale at Sephora on their website for $70 for Black Friday, but it's gone now. But yes, I have tried it. The fragrance is actually quite nice, but the performance is lackluster. I always wondered how you guys could pick out notes. So, Eddie, it's a little bit of trial and error. I'd say it's about 80% trial and error. But for the most part, the thing that helped me out the most was going and buying oils, like I said, cardamom, sandalwood, rose, and then getting fragrances that have them like heavy. For instance, if I wanted to do an iris fragrance, and so I got the note of iris as an oil, I would start out with a fragrance that is known to have heavy iris, and then I would work my way down to fragrances that are supposed to have iris as a subtle background note to see if I can still pick it out, to try to train my nose to get better at it. And it took me about a year of doing that. Again, I went, there's a place called Scent and Sip in Philadelphia. They have 500 fragrance oils, as well as I don't know if they still do or if they even exist anymore. They had plates of different types of notes. So they had pieces of oud wood, pieces of sandalwood, violet. You could go and you could smell and just do that kind of stuff. I went to a class down in Pitt that was about perfumery. They just kind of like fragrance 101, what you need to know if you want to start getting into the world of perfumery. But for the most part, the thing that helped me out the most was the oils. You can get them on Amazon for a pretty good price. Sorry if I'm shaking a lot. I'm freezing again. Wearing Most Wanted Parfum right now too. Yeah, it's a really good fragrance. I love it. Absolutely love Most Wanted Parfum. I don't care what anybody says. I was on a channel the other day and they said the worst release of the year was Most Wanted Parfum. I was like, bitch, what you smoking? That's not that's not right. That's a good fragrance. I mean, even if you don't like it, it's definitely not the worst fragrance release of the year. To me, it's the best fragrance release of the year. To me, the worst fragrance release of the year would be, the biggest letdown was MANCERA TONKA Cola, but let me think. There's a lot of releases this year. Bad Boy Cobalt. I don't like the dry down to that. What else was even freaking released this year? I can't even remember. 1 Million Elixir. I'm not a huge fan of it. To me, it smells. I liked it for a second, but then I didn't like it. Honestly, there's no hugely bad releases this year. I can't think of anything. Put in the chat what you think was the worst release of the year. I can't think of any ones that were terrible. Like, there's none that you can look at and say, wow, that was a really bad release. Oh, Light Blue Italian Love. There you go. And, oh, Aqua de Jo Eau de Parfum. That might get on some people's nerves, but to me, Aqua de Jo Eau de Parfum smells like a more citrusy version of the original Aqua de Jo, more modernized, mixed with gym socks. But I mean, to each his own. If you like it, you like it. I use the YSL La Nuit de L'Homme. Tends to be my at-home during the day fragrance for work. My at-home fragrance for during the day for work is Replica Coffee Break. I absolutely love waking up and spraying Coffee Break. It's just so nice. Mo loves to smell like a diabetic. I have a sweet tooth too. There's nothing wrong with that. I use the Rode Wireless Pro mics on my videos. I need to listen to that too, because that was on the list of ones that I was possibly going to buy too, Paragon. I produce podcasts all day for others. I don't want to shoot more podcasts for my videos. What's up, Mumra? Sephora has a 20% off sale in the 11th. Oh, and also, if you guys have, thank you for reminding me, Mumra. If you guys see a magazine, which you probably already got it, and most of you probably already threw it away, Ulta and Sephora sent a magazine to anybody who has their email in their system or their address in the system. And I mean, the system, they have a 20% off coupon for anything in store, including fragrances, on the back of the magazine. So make sure that you don't throw that away. Or if you do, cut the damn coupon out before you do, because it's good an entire month. Or at least I think it's good for the entire month. Well, that's fascinating. Thanks. You're welcome, Eddie. If you need any tips about that, Eddie, just let me know. I have an entire website. There's some websites where the oils are really expensive. Then there's some websites like Amazon, that you can actually just buy a few drops of the oil, which is what I did a lot of times. Scent of the day, Ferragamo Uomo. Awesome. Always a good fragrance. Ferragamo Uomo, a lot of people say it smells like tiramisu, but when I smelled it, I was eating tiramisu the one time, and I was like, that doesn't smell like tiramisu. It smells good. It just doesn't smell like tiramisu to me. Jamie, great scent of the day. Smells, yeah, definitely deserves a little bit more love. Light blue Italian, yeah. I'm glad that you said that, Air, because those are the two that were probably the worst for me this year. So would you rock Most Wanted Eau de Parfum over the Parfum if you had to choose? Mike, my answer to that is always going to be the same. If you ask me during the fall and winter, the fall and winter answer is always going to be Most Wanted Parfum. If you ask me during the spring and summer, it's always going to be the Eau de Parfum, because the Eau de Parfum can be worn all year round, especially where I live. Maybe not in LA, Florida, Arizona, but where I live, you can wear it as a date night fragrance all year round. Eau de Parfum all around is my favorite fragrance because of the fact that it can be worn all year round. I love both of the smells, but if you're asking me during the fall and winter, the Most Wanted Parfum is my go-to. If you guys went back, even though my videos sucked back then, 6 months ago, when I was the first person on YouTube to review the Most Wanted Parfum, and when I reviewed that and I smelled it, I almost just blew up, and just from excitement. It was the most excited I've been to smell a fragrance since the Most Wanted Eau de Parfum came out. I mean, it just blew my mind how much I love that fragrance. I work in the Geo, EDP, and Italian Love for sure. Yeah, those are definitely mine. L'HOMME EDP was meh. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is there was a lot of mehs out there. There was Coach Open Road, or not Coach Open Road. There was Bad Boy Cobalt. There was 1 Million Elixir. But again, they're not bad releases. Some people like them. But the ones that were the most universally hated and then loved by a small version of people were the Geo EDP and the Italian Love. And it seems like the most people who actually liked Italian Love follow Chaos fragrances. But if you like it, you like it. Don't get me wrong. You can like what you like. Like a lot of people like Halloween Man X. I think that shit smells terrible. But whatever. I mean, it is what it is. You like what you like. You hate what you hate. That's why it's a fragrance community. We just discuss what we like. We discuss what we hate. And I help you in that journey. I work in the cooler at work. Dior Sauvage Elixir would be good. I feel like I'm working in a cooler right now. I'm outside. It's 22 degrees outside. I don't have a coat on. I'm in my garage. I have a heater, but it ain't doing shit. And I'm working by talking to you guys. But this isn't really work. It's a hobby. But I'm working in the cooler. What's your opinion of Le Beau Le Parfum? I think the original is better. The original has a better overall fragrance from opening to dry down. I think Le Beau Le Parfum opens up spectacular. The first 10 minutes of that fragrance is so good. But then as soon as you get about 5-10 minutes into the fragrance, it gets to a weird mid, and then the dry down just leaves a lot to be desired. And then the original, if you like coconut, if you like sweet fragrances, if you like tonka bean, put that all together and you have a better fragrance. The Le Beau Le Parfum isn't a bad fragrance by any means. It lasts just about an hour or so longer than the original, but the original overall is the better pickup, not only for the price, but if you guys want to find Le Beau Le Parfum and you want to buy it, it is on News Parfums, which is a French website. You just need to translate the site by clicking the bottom left corner, and it's like $60. But yeah, for those of you guys who are new to my channel, I talk about a place called News-Parfums a lot. It is it's a French website. They are 100% completely legit. I'm not sponsored by them, nothing. I just randomly found them. They get to the United States in about 10 days. Like if you buy it, they give you a lot of rewards, cashback rewards. They give you, every time you put a fragrance in your cart, you get like a free gift or like a 5 milliliter decant or a body wash or whatever it is. They have like stuff like Dior Homme Parfum and Intense, La Nuit de l'Homme, or La Nuit Bleu Electrique for $45. They had Pure Havane last week for $75. They have all the new releases like Armani. They have the Dior Sauvage Elixir for $90. And the thing is that I usually go on there to bulk purchase because up to 4 fragrances is the same amount of shipping. It's all by weight, but it's $18, I believe, for shipping up to 4 fragrances. So to get to France to here, and the fact that you're saving, like the Dior Sauvage Elixir in the United States, $160. So you're saving yourself $70. Then you pay that 18 in shipping. You're still saving yourself about 40%. And so that's the best place to go. So I'll mention that a lot just to let you guys know if you are new, because I do see a lot of new faces in here. So welcome to my channel. But yeah, News Parfums, if you're willing to just translate the page on your iPhone, it's super easy. Yes, I got the Ulta catalog. Yeah, it's on the back. I'm just glad that you were smart and didn't throw it out. Jean-Paul Gaultier Scandal Pour Homme Le Parfum, underrated release. Yeah, I have this Scandal Pour Homme Le Parfum. Oh, it's Hamzat. You already know that. It's so good. If you guys don't know, Scandal Pour Homme Le Parfum, also on News Parfums, it's one of those fragrances. It's sweet, fall, winter. Tonka bean, caramel. It's all really good fragrance. Geranium. It's one of those that smells really good. Actually, now that I'm doing that, whenever I said that, Initio Side Effect actually doesn't smell like the Jean-Paul Gaultier Ultramol. It smells like Scandal Le Parfum. Thanks, Hamzat. Hamzat, if you have Side Effect or a decant of it, spray Scandal Le Parfum and then Initio Side Effect, and then let them dry down. They smell very similar. Scent of the day, Narciso Rodriguez. For him, Bleu Noir Parfum. I hear that's really good. Clinton, do you like that? I heard that one's really good, but I also heard it was really bad. So yeah, trying to decide between getting decants of Valentino Uomo Intense or Prada L'Homme Intense for a formal daytime event. Any recommendations? Prada L'Homme Intense, 100%. Valentino Uomo Intense, while it is good, Prada L'Homme Intense, especially in this time of year, is the much better option for a formal daytime event. If you're trying to save yourself a little bit of money and you can't find Prada L'Homme Intense, Valentino Uomo Intense is still going to be in that same alley where it's still going to be a good choice. And it's going to be a little bit cheaper right now, especially during the holidays. But if you can find Prada L'Homme Intense for a good price, I'd say 110 or less, I would definitely pick it up. I live in the Australia. Most Wanted Parfum never came here. I don't know why all the others have. Ayer, if you're looking for it, I don't know if News Parfum ships to you guys, but I would check that out because I know they ship a lot of places in the world. So I would check and see if News Parfums ships to you. If they do, it's only, again, like $18 or $20. And right now they're selling Most Wanted Parfum along with 2 10 or 15 milliliter decants of the other wanteds for $50. Coffee break as a morning work from home scent is a smart call. Yeah, I love it. It's that sweet coffee. It's not going to last me all day long, and it's going to allow me to put my scent of the day on, my true scent of the day, when I get up and ready and want to get out. I smell. Great stream. Yeah, I know it is. It's always a great stream. I was talking about you a second ago. I smell. Mike. If you guys haven't seen his channel, go follow him. A really good guy. I was saying that whenever I set up my thumbnail, the only person that said I'll be there was I Smell, and we haven't seen him. I'm hoping to get my first News Parfum shipment by 12/23. Prices are so low. Oh, I thought you were going to say shipment is so slow. I was going to say right now, shipment, I don't know how News Parfums is with shipment during the holidays. It could be a slower time because there's a lot of shipments going in and out for the holidays from Europe. So I would give yourself at least 15 days and order it now if you're looking to get a Christmas gift. But normally during the year, it takes about 10 days, not including weekends. Hit the like button. Team Prada L'HOMME Intense. Prada L'HOMME Intense is what I'm wearing today, Mike Martins. Sorry, there's a lot of mics in the chat now, so Mike Martins, I'm wearing Prada L'HOMME Intense today. So it's actually a good time to ask that question. It's a iris fragrance, but not too heavy on the iris. It has a little bit of leather, but not too much leather. It's a very well blended fragrance. Some tonka bean, a little bit of sweetness. It's deeper, darker, has that Prada L'HOMME DNA. Really good fragrance. That is my scent of the day, Mike. What is your scent of the day, Mike? I smell. I keep forgetting there's a lot of mics. What do you think about Paco Rabanne and Invictus Aqua? I think you're better with Versace Hawass, but if you want to try it, it's good. Versace Hawass is pretty much the original. I think Invictus Aqua was kind of made to parlay with the Versace Hawass, even though a lot of people think Versace Hawass is cloning it. It came out before Invictus Aqua, but you could find Versace Hawass for $48 2 days ago. So I would go with that. If you already have Versace Hawass, I think that it's redundant to own Paco Rabanne's Invictus Aqua. So yeah, that's my opinion on the matter. Sad Prada L'HOMME Intense has been discontinued. Yeah, I know. You know, it's funny, Mike, or Mike Martins. I'll call you Eminem from now on. Prada L'HOMME Intense, a couple weeks after it was discontinued, I went on Nordstrom Rack's website, which I never did. I just happened to do it one night, and I went on there, and I went to the last page. There was no good fragrances, and as soon as I clicked the number 5 to get to the last page, Prada L'HOMME Intense was $48 for a 3.4 ounce. Jean Paul Gaultier's Superman was $48. Jean Paul Gaultier's Andre Edition, $48. It was like, I clicked on a button and I was in heaven for a second. I was like, I can't believe that I got 2 fragrances, both that are discontinued, both that cost over $100 now, that I can get for under $100 for both of them. And the one was a special edition. Scent of the day is Zara the most wanted. Everybody's wearing the most wanted today. I'm wearing the most wanted tomorrow. That's such a good fragrance. Oh, I smell. I packed up your stuff today, but I was waiting for you to come in if you came in, because I'm sending yours the same day that I send Hamzat's Cherry Smoke, which is going to be Friday, because I have to work all week and I'm not going to be able to get to USPS until Friday. With that said, it's 9:13. I'm already about a half hour past the time frame of my stream. I just wanted to get my hour and a half in, so we're going to be doing the giveaway. So the giveaway here, Mike, I smell. Next time we do a channel, do you want to join me for like a one-on-one, not get anybody else in, but just me and you do the live stream next Sunday if you're available? Sometimes I like people to join me. Sometimes I don't, but I think that you should be the next guest on my channel. What's up, Ross? Ross the boss. He's been a busy guy. He's been up in Chicago. If you guys don't know, and you don't follow Ross from TLTG, definitely go follow him. He is creating a fragrance that is available for pre-order right now with George Zaharoff, and it's called Evening Mystique, as I was talking about earlier in my live. So you should definitely go check him out. Also, Ross does really good reviews, spot on, and you should definitely check him out, as well as I smell as well. But yeah, Mike, I will definitely contact you guys later and let you know when I ship it to give you your tracking number. Ross, I'm peacing out. You actually caught me right at the end of the stream. I have to go run. I was just about to do the giveaway and then peace out. But with that said, the question for the giveaway is not going to be sports related this time. It'll be fragrance related. If you were in my live stream earlier, then let's see. Wait, who are you with, Ross? If you're with a couple people, I'll have you jump on for a sec, and then I'll do that. But anyway, so if you're on my live stream earlier, then you'll be able to win this giveaway. If not, then I apologize to you guys. But anyway, the giveaway winner has to answer the question. If there was one fragrance that could be released today, that would be my first choice as to what release it would be. So I'm going to reword that because that was fucking stupid. The first person to comment what my ideal next release would be from any designer, what would it be? Nope, Detroit sports fan, you're wrong. That's actually the complete opposite. Yes, Crimson, you won the giveaway. Congratulations. Instagram message me or email me, and I will send you a random gift set of different fragrances. But congratulations, Crimson. You are not able to win now until January. What's today? 30 days from today. So Crimson, you are now not able to win a giveaway until January, a month from now. Hey Ross, are you still here? Who did you say that you're at dinner with? Are you with Justin and all them? Oh, what's up, RXL? We all just got here, just got a jacket on. Let's go. All right. You know what? I'll just skip running tonight. I'll put my jacket on and stay on my live stream for another hour. Hold on. Congratulations, by the way, Crimson. All right, Ross, you want to jump on? Or anybody else? I'll put the link in the chat. Give me a fucking minute. I dropped my phone. Oh, never mind. There it is. Hold on. StreamYard. Sorry, I'm getting the link just in case Ross wants to join. Or Mike. Or I just hold on. Invite guests. Copy. There we go.